only sure things are the instincts inside of you. And time ain't your friend. Beauty always has to end. It's fine to be scared. We get here so unprepared. And when you think you've seen it all, every time you look around, life is gonna try to keep you down. Every time you look away, someone's gonna come lead you astray with a flick of a wrist and a wink of an eye, with a twist of a tail on the roll of a die. But keep your head held high. And I know it's hard to crack a smile sometimes. The panic drills its way into your mind. But don't lay down. Don't lay down. Every time you look around, life is gonna try to keep you down. Every time you look away, someone's gonna come lead you astray with a flick of a wrist and the wink of an eye, with a twist of a tail on the
Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to. Oh, wait. Game? Why are you not doing sound? It did a thing while I was loading into this that I kind of knew it wouldn't. I kind of knew was dumb. Yeah, you're set correctly. Okay, you know what? Yeah, leave because Heroes got stupid. Well, hi? We'll get into it in just a second. Yeah, a little bit. I came into the game and all of a sudden we had like no sound, and that's a problem. So, whoopsie. Let me just get back into the game right quick. I don't know what it is, but my game just absolutely hates when I tab out, which is a issue whenever. I shouldn't say it hates. Sometimes it has a problem. Okay, it looks like it does have sound now, which is good. I have to tell it I'm going to be tabbing out. So, yo, I'm tabbing out. And then we go over to OneDrive. Don't look too close at that. Oh, I have to full screen. The resolution is way faster, but okay. We are back into it, ladies and gentlemen. Get out of here. We don't know how long the game is. So, welcome. For those of you that don't know what's happening, this is the third match I'm casting with Durotan's couch. Ektar was nice enough to redeem a whole heckin' slew of channel points to have me cast one of his series. Whenever you do that, you are not guaranteed to have me cast like 3 of your series, because that's not what one means, but I wanted to make sure that he would be available, so I said, oh, I'll just cast it after the end of your series. And he's like, okay, I assume the second series, because otherwise I couldn't watch it. I'm like, heck it, let's go. So, ended up casting like all 3 series. Now, that's the thing. When you redeem that, I am guaranteed to cast your series, not necessarily live, because I've got a life. We just talked about how I never actually cast on Mondays, because that's date night. And, yeah, that's date night. If you have a series on Monday and you redeem that, I don't care. Here we go.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
So here we go into game number 1. between Durotan's couch and Heavy Slaps. This is a replay cast, ladies and gentlemen. There was no draft. I don't know who the bands were. I apologize. We have Ace playing Tychus. Captain Wedge is going to be on the garage. Ektar is spinning around as the golden puppy. Rhaegar, wildcard, is on Dahaka. And who is Sleepy Boy? Sleepy Apish back here is just now coming out on Orphea. On the other side, representing Heavy Slaps, the hierarchy of hedonism? I don't know good H words. We do have Delasoak playing the Leoric. We do have Schuster is on the Junkrat. Imbuement on Dahaka. Crazy Boots is playing the Brightwing. And then Protoss Rule playing a non-Protoss character. What the heck? On the Vala. So do a throw going onto Leoric. Leoric goes and moves back. There's De La Soak going in and getting a big old swipey swipe onto Captain Wedge. That's draining out that hope. But meanwhile, we've got a delicious tongue coming out on Vala, and Vala gets deleted. Did actually take the Creed of the Hunter, so already losing a stack after only getting 3. That's gotta just feel so good. Savory, if you will. We do go and have the teams moving down below. Schuster very wisely gets the heck out of the lane. Big ol' Durotan's couch is coming down. And whenever you see a couch like vaulting across the map, that is something to watch out for. Here we have Dillasoak moving into the area. Imbuement is here in there, but does miss the charge. Other level 1s, we do go and have Soul Shield coming out of Diablo. Did see that in the intro video. We do go ahead and get extra round timers on the Junkrat. Hyper Shift coming out of the Brightwing. And then Consume Vitality. On the other side, we do have Warbreaker, Colossal Totem, Quarterback, Ancestral Strength, and Tissue. Nothing super surprising. Colossal Strength's a bit interesting. I don't feel like that's what I normally see, but I also don't know Orpheus, so it might be completely standard. Captain Wedge goes in, gets stunned almost immediately. Imbuement goes in and moves back. Big old blasty blast. There's the Brightwing coming in, healing that up. No killing onto a Dahaka. Or onto a Diablo. Different D hero that ends with a Val. A little bit of offlane battle. Let's go ahead and pay attention to the most attractive and interesting characters on Heroes of the Storm. Sacrificing screen time in order to get your team experience. We'll go and get out of there. We meanwhile have the invade happening very well. And Imbuement goes in and hides in there, and we do go ahead and have a heavy slap. That's not an invade. I forgot. That's the problem. The first game I cast, we had Durotan's Couch as the red team, and so my brain keeps wanting to make them the red team. Protoss Rule goes ahead and does not Protoss Drool. Go ahead and get right on out of here. Schuster goes ahead and is here in the middle, kind of holding back people at bay, able to get a lot of damage done. My cat is clawing my back. I mean, not like serious clawing, but oh my gosh, Ektar gets saved by Wedge. Just go ahead and throw a dog. Okay, don't do that. That's animal abuse. Someone call PETA on Wedge. Actually, PETA wouldn't care. PETA kills a lot of animals. Fun fact, they don't want you to know that they kill a lot of animals. There's the throw coming out onto Imbuement. A lot of damage coming out of that Tychus. Tychus goes in, and Imbuement going to be the second blood of the game. Diablo goes in and goes back to the Hall of Storms. Hey, I said this earlier in the cast. I don't know if you guys heard it because you were kind of in the middle of the game for some stupid reason. But I'd always appreciate a hero who knows how to use their tongue. I need a hero. I think everyone should know about that before you, like, support PETA. Also, can you blame me? Actually, speaking of which, let me go into my my hard goth mode. We do go ahead and have the Punisher getting taken down very, very quickly. That was an Arcane Punisher. Emphasis on was because it's already down. Did not even get a tower. More like Arcane, like Slacker-er. Ace down here going ahead and clearing out this. We do have Crazy Boots and Protoss Rule in the area. Protoss up to 20 stacks. Done a great job on the side of Durotan's couch in order to stop this from actually, like, stop the stacking from Protoss Rule. And Wedge scouts this out. Imbuement is in the area. We'll go ahead and check this. Oh, threw it slightly the wrong way, I'm pretty sure. Did go ahead and get a hit onto Orphea. Rest of the team is just now getting here. Will not be in time to interrupt this, but might be enough time to stop the return. There is a lot. Unstoppable goes into the garage. Junkrat gets taken out by Tychus in the top. I was not looking at that, but you know what? This is a replay cast. Let's look at that again. Because I can cheat. Here's Junkrat coming back. Ace is here in the bushes. Go ahead and goes down. Chases this down. Big old grenade goes in and bam, bam, bam. Wham, bam, no thank you. Fun fact, I actually got my casting chops by doing a whole bunch of replay casts that never got credited because I didn't know how to credit them. I don't think I still have them. And Yuma goes ahead and goes into the wrong area. Gonna go ahead and move forward. Wedge goes and throws them back into harm's way. Soul Shield is out, but not gonna be able to keep that alive. It is 4 kills to 0. Level 10s are online for Durotan Scouts. Oh, but that was a great grenade. Ektar in the middle of Pain Train. And indeed, Ektar going to be taken out. Shaman going to need a different healer for a little bit because he is gone. Warlord's Challenge, Bloodlust, Coming to Your Odin, Eternal Feast, and Isolation are the picks. Not going to be able to actually do an invade after that got taken out. Protoss Rule going ahead and doing a little rolly roll. Up to 35 stacks right now. We also do have extra round timers currently up. No, that's actually safe for explosions. I do extra round timers level 1. That's why I had it in my head. We do go ahead and have tissue regeneration up to 8 stacks so far. And then the ding quest at 53 dings. It needs to go higher. Shrine is activating. This will be the second shrine of the game. It will be a frozen Punisher. Crazy Boots staying in the offlane. Both globals are going to be like, okay, anything you can do, I can do better. To a certain extent, I almost think Dahaka needs to stay down here. If they can pressure Crazy Boots into not leaving, that's actually better for their team. But it does look like Durotan's couch is on the point at the moment. To go ahead and clean this up. Already getting a lot of these down out of 25% of the way. For some reason, I couldn't remember how to say 4th, and so I said 25%. Boots is up here. That means Dahaka will be along shortly, I'm sure. But there is the root immediately. Dahaka taking a lot of damage. There is the wall. Big ol' fire breath, but there is an insatiable feast. Imbuement taking a lot of free damage from Chompy. I know Chompy has a real name, but I don't know what it is. That was a great engage. Once again, because it's a replay, let's do it again. One more time. So there's Chompy getting a lot of damage. Huge going in. We do go and go up. Delosoak is in. There's the Bloodlust coming out. Huge damage coming out. Healing as well. There's Imbuement runs forward, goes in and tries to get to the flank, but does go and get a little bit too close to that end. And Tychus told you not to do that? Apish goes ahead and goes in. Is it Apis or a fish? Need to know. We do go ahead and have 27 skeletal minions up so far. It does look like the respawn timer is up, but they will not get here in time to deny another 10. By the time I say that, it's another 5. By the time I say that, it's actually still 5. Guys, you ruined the joke? A fish, thank you very much.
Blue team has summoned a frozen Punisher.
Also, by the way, I'm sure you can notice, but I did actually take the delay back off, but this time correctly. Don't need a delay for a replay cast. Did feel bad about that for game 1. Whoopsie. Imbuement in a lot of trouble. But we do have Vala. Vala finished up the first stack. Fantastic. Captain Wedge is moving forward, being like, I want to throw you. I feel like actually Garage, if Garage lived in the modern day, would be one of those stunt flyers that like takes people up in the plane and lets them go to a special place. A special place being like fly them around the city, not like a special place. I don't think that's a job, and if it is, sign me up. But I feel like that's what Garage just wants to put people in the air, let people fly.
Team's Punisher has fallen.
All right. You going out, everyone's spraying out. About a 2-level lead right now for the Couchers. Are looking to see where they can go in next. Taka is moving up there. Took a little bit of experience. A lot of the enemy team is here. Are they trying to do an invade? They probably shouldn't. Because, oh, and never mind, Leroy did Hearth back, so it is 4 versus 4. Like, I know you have 6 teams, but there's 5 people there, but that's actually not true. And there is, once again, the commitment of the Bloodlust. A lot of damage going in. There is Schuster. Schuster goes ahead and... Or Schuster gets shoesed. That's a verb. It means they were forced to put on shoes. No barefooted players this time around. Go ahead and have the top shaman camp coming up as well as the bottom. Taka not interested in either of those right now. He's just getting soaked. But meanwhile, in the middle, there are 6 impalers walking down this. They can't even. They're actually making a funnel because the people can't get around. It'd be so funny if there was some sort of like delay damage that other people are using, and you just had this like massive wave build up right here. Here's everyone else coming through. A lot of damage coming out of Ace. Big ol' Odin committed in order to go ahead and get this a little bit done a little bit faster. 65 stacks and 86 stacks. We'll have an inverse amount in 3 more stacks from Vala. Come on, come on, come on. There is the Insatiable Feast. And again, great usage of that whenever the Lightning Breath comes out, but they actually get Garage and Orphea. Looks like it does end up being a I think it's actually a 2 for 2. I think Diablo's Souls reset. No? I could have sworn someone from Red died before Leoric, but you know what? I'm obviously wrong. Power does gather. We do go ahead and have both shaman camps being picked up. Right now, there's a little bit of fight down below. Ektar going up against Schuster. Schuster stays in, but not quite. Ektar just barely finishes that before Brightling shows up. Yeah, once again, it's kind of an offlane fight. God dang it. Back, I said. Back, you beast. Little sneak. How does a giant glowing dog... Yeah, this is just the difference between, well, never mind. Feel bad we watched him die 3 times. We're gonna have Wedge bounding across the battlefield. This will be a Mortar Punisher. Not the Punisher you want, but at the same time, Mortar is the one that does the most damage. So if you have to have it, you want to get it in the 3rd position. Or obviously as late as possible, but of the first 3. Soak up here, kind of being collapsed upon. There is a great stun coming out of Vala. Entomb comes out, but Soak cannot stay in there. Here comes the teleporter from Brightwing. big old 5 versus 5. I don't see, there it was. We did go in here, the R. There is Imbuement. Imbuement goes ahead and moves in. Huge bit of damage and will be Souls Reset. Dilusoka has not a lot of health. If it's looking at this, there's the big old jump in, and Lyric goes down as well. A lot of R buttons pressed. Only Odin's still up. And they are back here. A fish is going to go ahead and get this done. Order Punisher is unlocked for Durotan's couch. It's gonna go all stompy through here. Be like, do you know how far I have to walk? Have you looked at me? I am not built for this. But meanwhile, we actually have a real fight going on as I'm trying to make funny commentary. Whoopsie. Having which I get a huge bit of damage, unstoppable right on out of there. And once again, I love that Orphea keeps holding the Eternal Feast for Lightning Breath. It just gives so much free value. You might call it a circus of value. Okay, that's not quite how it sounds like, but you know what? That's about as good as I can do. Whose team has destroyed a fort? Here we go, everyone else. Big old leap in coming in from the Leora. Ace goes through it, and then we do have the Bloodlust. Ektar's favorite button. That will be game number 1, going for Durotan's couch in impressive fashion. So, in summary, at the end of the game, we do go ahead and have Ektar winning the healing race for the numbers he cares so much about, but slightly less about than winning. 72,000 versus 32,000. We do have, in terms of hero damage, Ace winning, just overwhelming everything. 57,000. A Fish coming in with 45, and Junkrat at 40. In terms of wildcard, we do go ahead and have 18,000 versus 15,000. Talents, we got those. Oh, I was hoping I could actually control one and bring them up still. I cannot. Heckin' lame, but hey, so we're still in game. I can actually still see the stacks. Vala at 100 just finished the second leg of Request, but did unfortunately also lose her life once. Only actually lost one, went down to 20% bonus attack speed. His Explosions got up to 97 stacks. And then we do have the Mithril Mace up to 36. Did not quite finish off, but only got it 1 level ago. So with that, I will see you in game number 2 in just a second. Don't go anywhere, and I'll see you in a moment.
We tear along the gales with rum inside our bellies, warm and freedom in our sails. A wayward bunch of scoundrels, assassins, thieves and slaves. The rich and blue bloods fear us when we hunt upon the waves. And when you see it coming, that flag of baleful black, no point to turn and tail, there's no escaping our attack. Against us, A pirate knows no fear. Our steel is ready and our retribution is severe. We plunder from the greedy with blood and with our steel. We rob the rich of their ill-gotten gain and make them kneel. Behold the ocean's mysteries, the tales of ancient deeds. We follow in the footsteps of a silent secret creed. We roll beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go. We own the sea and sky. Yo ho, we roll beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go. We bleed the kingdoms dry. Hoist the black flag, lads. Justice runs in crimson river. Yo ho, we roll beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go. We own the sea and sky. Yo ho, we roll beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go. We own the sea and sky. Yo ho, we roll beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go. We bleed the kingdoms dry.
All right, everyone. Welcome to game number 2. I also love that song very much. I didn't pick it. I've just got a massive selection of songs that it picks randomly. But fun fact, before I actually play, do I see how freaking Lost Vikings coming into this game? Oh my goodness. But before I actually play, that is one of my pump-up songs that I listen to before an actual match. It's funny, everyone has their own thing, and one time we compared, and I'm like, yeah, I listen to Pirate Rock, and they're like, what is Pirate Rock? And I played that, and they're like, this is awesome! But here we go. Coming into game number 2, we do have Durotan Scout. Wait a second. I know this is a replay cast, but I can't just completely drop everything. There we go, much better. Forgot to update the score at the top. I'm terrible. Coming into game number 2, we do go in and have Captain Wedge, going to be leading his team to either victory or defeat. But whatever happens, it is Wedge's fault. We do go ahead and have Wedge coming out on Johanna. How did Johanna get through draft? We do have Ace coming out on Greymane. We do get a wild card on the Leoric. Ektar once again on the Golden Puppy. Both Johanna and... I'm confused. And then we do have a fish on the Vala. On the other side of the battlefield, we do go ahead and have Schuzer playing Olaf the Stout. Schuzer playing Eric the Swift. Schuzer playing... Baylog the Fierce. We do go ahead and have Crazy Boots on the Lucio. Imbuement playing, who is that? Murden? I didn't recognize the skin. De La Soak on the Hogger, and then Protoss Rule coming in on Jimmy Rayner. So they are moving down, kind of being all sneaky sneak. Poor Leoric is already unhappy with the situation. Oh my goodness! I don't know what happened there. I assumed that was a, misclick on the map. Because De La Soak just said, yo, here we go. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. And Greymane just goes ahead and offs Rayner as well. Did Rayner also take this question? No. Did take Exterminator? Good. I feel so bad. So yeah, this is just okay. You can double soak really, really well. You're gonna make our hard for our double soaker. We just need to get a lot of kills to make up for it, and that is exactly what they're doing. Going ahead and taking their opponent's camp as well. All right, moving down very, very quickly. They are going to go ahead and give up. I'm a bit surprised they didn't fight for that. Make their opponents uncomfortable. Oh, okay, it's because Rhaegar was going over here taking this camp. They want to fight without Rhaegar, and they do like actually getting the experience for the camp. That makes sense. A fish going to move over here and go ahead and get this picked up. Meanwhile, Leoric does go ahead and throw one of the 3 Shoozers back, but obviously cannot really stay here and fight them. Leoric is going to go ahead and... Oh, does go and get one of them down. I'm so curious what this level... I assume it's going to be the slowdown. Yep, go me. I'm smart. It's almost like I know how to play Leoric. A lot of pressure into this bottom lane. Both teams went for double soak. O'Reilly's. Yeah, we're watching that again. I've watched heavy slaps too many times, on repeat. So yeah, we go in. We go in. We look at these. Don't want to be unfair. Also, is Wedge in chat still, or do I need to DM him? It's fine if I need to DM him. I just found out something. So we do go ahead and have both teams moving back and forth. No amazing kills. A little bit of aggression onto this, Lucio. The Vala is up to 23 stacks. We'll have to see if they get over 100 by the end of the game. Temples are coming online, temporarily controlled by heavy slaps on both sides. But X are going to come up and be like, get off here, you stupid Viking. Oh, Ektar's a little bit in pain, Trown. Oh, Crazy Boots actually boosts the wrong way, trying to get Ektar back into kill zone. Almost. And yes, Ektar does go down. We do go ahead and have we have more dog abuse. Getting back into the idea of game number 1. Does look like we're going to go ahead and have a lot of shots coming out of here. It does not look like they got any pre-damage on the wall, so they should not get the fort out of it. There's a lot of blammy blams coming out. I'm such a good caster. There's damage, and damage is happening, and bam, bam, bam. And then we have a swoosh, swoosh as Lucio goes down. This one would be interesting if I ever did like 5 casts in a day, and by the last one, I don't even have words anymore. I'm just like, okay, and then we have Ace going forward for the ow, ow, and then the ow, and then you move back, and then Ektar's doing the whizzle, whizzle with the lightning on all sides. I think it'd be hilarious. I'd go back and listen to myself and be like, what the heck am I doing? Imbuement does have to step back. Another Vala arrow to the butt. We do have Captain Wedge. Does get dismounted in the middle of a lot, but should be able to get out here. Johanna, very, very hard to gank. Not quite as hard as like Leoric, because Leoric can just spooky walk anywhere. Oh, they're actually moving in here, even though their team is not with them. I'm a little scared. Remember how I just said Leoric was hard to gank? Well, a heavy slaps coming in here and being like, Raka, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, oh, heavy slaps is mean. We do have 2 of the 3 Vikings going down. But we're almost within range of be able to pick up our ultimate, which might be play again. Although, I don't know if they'd actually use it yet. We do go ahead and have a lot coming out right here. We do go ahead and get the Siege Giants being knocked down. They got knocked down, but they'll come up again. You're never going to keep them down. Listen the night away. Listen the night away. Still not 100% sure that I'm good at singing. Or like passable at singing, but I do it anyway, and I like it. A lot of things going in there. We do go and have the Hogger doing a bouncy bounce. A fish taking a huge bit of damage. There is the Greymane committing, going in a lot of damage, very low health bars in the back line. Ace is trying to run out of there. There's Imbuement going in. Jill goes and does a dwarf hop, but very, very low. There's the Entomb, catches Protoss Rule and shoots her in the wrong area. We do have one of them going down, a Radar going down as well. Imbuement being absolutely down to 300 health. Johanna looking to go and keep them in place. And yes, we do have them. Yeah, the one of the fake dwarves going down and one of the real dwarves going down. I know the Vikings aren't real dwarves, but they're real dwarves in World of Warcraft, and that counts. They are moving forward. Say, let's go ahead and try and knock this down before the shots come in. Straight damage, so this will be all three all three forts, it looks like. Unless Heavy Slap is able to retake this very, very quickly. This is really bad for Heavy Slaps. I'm always rooting for a game number 3, but this is a map that, like, structure damage is incredibly important. And not to have any of the forts down and having lost 2 of your own and looking to be on track to lose the 3rd. It's not a good, ladies and gentlemen. Been checking this boss, making sure. Oh, I was wrong. They don't quite lose the 3rd. It's at 1460.
Until I choose otherwise.
Alright, here comes everyone else moving through. So that means that Wedge is not in chat. I'll have to DM him after this. Hopefully I remember. Alright, we do go and have a fish taking a lot of damage, and Beeman has to go in and back. Let me look at that again. I was in the wrong place. I would like to see how it actually started. So yeah, they're going in. They're going to try and get a little bit of value, knock down their opponents, be able to push in and actually get a little bit of fort pressure before we really get anywhere. Ektar takes a bunch of damage. Is on the wrong side of the battlefield. Is circling around, but they're actually not focusing on Ektar. I would have 1000% focused Ektar right there. And Buman goes in and dives back. Ace in a lot of pressure, but we do go ahead and have Hogger takes down the Vala. Vala up to 86 stacks, but does go ahead and lose one of their Gambit. I don't know what to call it. Gambit bonuses. Get a little predator pressure done. Meanwhile, the double soak continues. Wildcard jumps in here, says, I'm going to go ahead and slow you all down. Leoric will make you all slow down. But it looks like these guys just won't stop. I can't ever have fun with the offlane because they're just like, hey, you know what? What if we got in another fight? Like, you just got in a fight? You don't need to have a fight. You have a battle at home. Alright, we do have a midget down here. Am I allowed to say that? I feel like that's not an okay term, but at the same time, it's a term I'm using. You have a Rainer going down very, very abruptly. Soak takes a good bit of damage. Imbuement down to about half health, but it looks like Captain Wedge is going to be taken out. 100 stacks have been achieved, so Vala wins the race, although at the same time, I feel like the Vala's team is doing better this time around, so it's a lot easier to stack whenever you're, not having to run the whole time. They are running through. It does look like we've got heavy slaps going in and putting a lot of big old heavy maul slaps. Maul as in M-A-U-L, not as in like the walls in the mall are totally, totally tall. For sure. Oh my god. Fun rocket fact, actually, when I very started voice training, they actually like started teaching me and it sounded like that one. They're just like, oh my god, like figure out a accent you want to get, and you could the more you make it different than the one you actually have, the better it ends up being. I'm really glad I stopped doing that. That is not the Raka I want to be. That's not my best Raka. Chooser goes ahead and gets a lot of damage. And we do have, actually, well, you're having to run away on this Chooser. Another one got taken out. It does look like another one goes down. What did we actually take? I don't think I ever looked. Do have play again? Yes, yes, yes. Giants in the bottom lane. Go ahead and walking through. Poor Chooser's like, I don't know why you're not playing again. What are you saving it for? Like the fact you're actually giving up shots because you can't be on the point. There's the play again. Okay, never mind. I see what you're saying play again for. Lot of aggression coming in here. There is a rotation up, but that actually means that Heavy Slap's going to be able to take this boss. They do go in and get some of the Vikings down. We are a ways away from the play again, so they won't be able to come back for a while. But a lot of pressure going to be done bottom lane. We do go and have the boss coming in here, and Buman goes ahead and just jumps the wall, says, yo, whatever. Alright, there is, the boss is cleaned up by our heroic couches. Oh, and Wildcard a little bit on an island. Does go ahead and spooky walk out. Does not have the level 13. Does he's going to the Mythril Mace build, I assume. No, he's going to Drain build. As soon as I saw not the spooky walk, I assumed it was Mythril Mace, but I am incorrect. We do go ahead and have a double kill, however. 2.3 kill. Buman also going to be going down. We do lose Leoric. Leoric is just not having a good series. In both games, Leoric just died over and over and over again. But we do go ahead and get 3.5 kills out of that, or 3.3 kills. Repeating, of course. I should not have told that story, because now I keep like slipping into that accent. As a joke, obviously it's not an accident, but still. So we do only have Hogger and the Vikings up. Once again, name of the game on this map, just take stuff whenever you can. All right, a lot of damage coming through, and we have a kill on Diffuser. We are up to 125 stacks on Vala. Looks like they will go back and go ahead and occupy this temple. Meanwhile, there is a camp pushing bottom lane. Yeah, I saw that F-ish. I'll be real mad at you guys if you lied to me about how to pronounce that name. Told the story before about how someone did that with one of the Beat Gen teams. Said BG stood for Beyond Gaming, and I believe them. Alright, a lot of damage coming through. We do go and have that zoning Hyperion pushing everyone out. Shoes are going to go ahead and get aggressed upon. There's the Silencing Entomb coming down, and boom goes the Dynamite. Boom goes the Bloodlust. They're running in right now, trying to go ahead and explode Imbuement and the Raider. Running right past this fort. They say this fort is stupid. We don't like it. Imbuement going to need an Imbuement because they're going back to the... I don't even know what Imbuement is, but it sounds like something that you need whenever you get killed. So we are down to about 60%, but a lot of very low health bars, and we do have Evish getting taken out. Ace is going ahead and not going to be able to get in there. Does try to take out Lasso. And with that, game number 2 goes the way of Durotan Scouts. I'm almost disappointed after the way that the night that we've had. Definitely was like, okay, let's have a 3-game series. The triple? But looking at stats at the end of the game, we do go ahead and have. In terms of healing, Ektar does once again win the healing race, although granted against Lucio, Rhaegar should win. 67,000 versus 47,000. Damage, Ace is all over the place, doing 58,000, 47,000 coming from Vala, and 43,000 coming from Wedge. Experience-wise, the Vikings, to the surprise of absolutely no one, just dominate everything, doing 26,000 experience. Leoric, a great double soaker, not a slouch, but doing a full 8,000 less. Okay, technically, it's 7,990. Oh my god, you guys. But with that, I'm going to hecking sleep. Probably not. I'm probably going to, like, play Final Fantasy VI a bit, but then I'm going to hecking sleep. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has actually been a blast. I've enjoyed it. I kept a high energy, but also at the same time, see you next time, and thank you very much for being here.